feel this drop, and then when that engine lights, that rocket engine, they'll be slammed back in their seats. They'll be going faster than the speed of sound in less than 8 seconds. So I think they're thinking about that.
Let's listen now to Mission
45
Control.
seconds.
Here we go, 40.
"30 seconds. The Spaceship Unity pilots are arming the launch pylon now. We are armed for release. 20 seconds. Ten seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Release, release, release. Clean release. Ignition. Good rocket motor burn. There's Mach 1 trimming now. Trim complete. Unity is pointed directly up and heading to space. Things are looking great. We are 25 seconds into the burn now, approaching Mach 2. 30 seconds, Mach 2. Everything's looking really good and stable. 40 seconds.
Katie, she's throwing out terms like Mach 2.
45 seconds.
Tell us again what that feels like physically.
So they're just about to cut off the engine, then they'll be weightless.
There's Mach 3.
5 seconds.
And 60 seconds, and that is a full duration burn, folks. We are headed to space.
Wow.
And the passengers in the back cabin clear to unstrap.
They are weightless, climbing. Look at that altitude on the right-hand side.
Climbing.
The pilots are now
175.
And as soon as they do that, it's going to initiate a fast flip for Spaceship Unity. This is normal. We want those windows pointed down towards the Earth to maximize that incredible view.
So
they are weightless now, but more important, they have the view.
Yes, so they're weightless, and they've been told they can unstrap, and the plane is going to angle itself so that they can look out the window back at planet Earth from what is technically space. Do I have that right, Katie?
You do. And I don't know, there was some talk about how many miles, you know, when you have that view, it just doesn't matter. It's a special place to be.
You have described having that view as transformational, something that changes a person. How so exactly in your experience?
Looking back, realizing that basically every Earthling, except the 6 or 7 on the space station and you up in space, 2 pilots, 4 crewmen, 4 astronauts up in space on Virgin Galactic, everyone else, all the Earthlings are back on Earth. It's our planet. We all live there. And it's just something you can't unsee.
It's a kind of perspective that I imagine gets its way into your molecules, where you get a sense that, as Carl Sagan once described, we live on a pale blue dot in an infinite universe, and it gives you, I would imagine, an enormous amount of perspective on human life.
I'm sure of it, and I know we talk a lot about the billionaire space race, and at the same time, you know, these are folks of resources and means, and I think that they have an honest intent to make sure that real people get to have that perspective. It was amazing for me just to watch the rocket light, where I've watched rocket launches and I didn't think I'd be so emotionally involved. In this one, it's not a shuttle, it's not a Soyuz, but when a rocket is lighting and people are on board, it's just such a big deal. And it was awesome to watch.
Let's bring in ABC's Gio Benitez as we watch these live pictures now of, they're a little shaky, but they're live pictures of Richard Branson and his fellow passengers strapping out of their chairs, unstrapping, and one would presume they're floating around there weightless inside the spaceship.
Absolutely weightless.
So, Gio, can you give us a sense, given your beat here where you cover transportation issues, how much work has gone into this on the part of Richard Branson and I would imagine a large team.
I mean, hundreds of engineers, Dan, have been behind this, and this is 17 years of work. 17 years of work to make this moment happen. And you know, he made history right now as the first person ever to go to space aboard his own spaceship. That has never happened before. It has happened today, and we are seeing it live. But really just an incredible moment to watch this airborne blast off, right? Because this was a blast off from 50,000 feet above the surface. This was not a blast off like we typically see from the surface, which is just a rocket with that capsule above it lifting off into space. This is actually an airborne blast off, and it was really spectacular to see that because I personally hadn't seen that before. We've been covering a lot of the SpaceX launches because those need a very powerful rocket because you are taking those capsules to the International Space Station, 250 miles above Earth. It is a much farther thing. So this is not going to go all the way there, obviously, but we are watching some incredible images there.
And on the right of your screen, you're watching a replay of the aerial blastoff that Gio was talking about. We should say that what's happening now, we're told, on the spaceship in real time is that the passengers are strapping back into their seats. This is a rather quick experience, and then they will be landing that spacecraft shortly.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.